I think some of the highlights have been some of the events where those two communities have been brought together. So the Robotic Vision Summer School was an opportunity to not just bring students from within Australia, but students from a lot of the global partners that were involved with the centre together and sharing information. And it really was a standout in terms of not only bringing the communities together, but also putting them in connection with some of the most high-profile, famous constituents of that community. So that was a fantastic event. I think the other areas were, there was a concentrated campaign of trying to make sure that there were workshops around computer vision at robotics conferences and about robotics at computer vision conferences. And I think those were very instrumental in breaking down some of the barriers that existed between the two communities. And yeah, there was a lot of effort put into making those a success. And it was really great to see how those two communities pulled together to support those initiatives. Well, it's hard to go past one of my favourites is one of the chief investigators in the centre, Matt Dunbabin, who is a professor at Keay, who was very passionate about how you apply robotics to the environment. And an opportunity came up to also incorporate computer vision. And the idea was on how you could use robots to help control the numbers of crown of thorn starfish that unfortunately are eating our Great Barrier Reef and in numbers that we can't control. So Matt worked on a system that incorporated computer vision so that we could send robots out to poison the starfish so that we could help preserve the coral that still remains on the reef, and was successful in demonstrating that that could occur. And he has since gone on to do further work that really relies very strongly on the use of computer vision to be able to not just identify crown of thorns starfish and have a robot autonomously inject it with either bile salts or vinegar, but also to look at how you can use such robots to help remediate the reef. So collecting coral spawn and potentially transporting it to areas where coral is more likely to grow. I think that sometimes people have a fear of robots, and I believe that that fear is often because people fear the unknown, and not many people have the opportunity to work closely with robots, so they don't know what their capabilities are. And I think many people don't ever think of robots as a tool that can be used to help protect the environment. And really that's the project that always stands out in my mind as such a great application of robotic vision that I think everyone can understand and see the benefits of. And if that opportunity can be scaled so that we were to deploy it on multiple robots, then I really believe we could have a significant opportunity to make a difference in terms of saving the reef. Another project that I often think of is one where we were applying robotic vision to agriculture. So Chris Lennett has developed a capsicum picking robot, and it relies on computer vision to be able to identify the capsicums. It can identify different types of capsicums. One thing people might not know is that you can actually get different capsicum colours are valued differently. So being able to tell the different colours of capsicums can be very useful. And then you can preferentially harvest the ones that are worth the most money. But importantly, particularly since we have experienced the COVID pandemic, it's becoming increasingly difficult to get labour to work on our farms. And sadly, many of our farmers are in a situation where often they have to plough back the harvests that they have grown because it is not economic for them to harvest and to sell the crops like capsicum that they grow. And if we can develop robotic solutions to that problem, then it's for the better of everyone. It seems really wasteful that we often have to destroy our harvests because it's not economic for that food to be picked.